past the 5-point harness. Grandpa, get your ID! Shortly, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime!
You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast with Marshall Haynes.
Welcome into another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. It's week 3 results from the tracks we cover, but the first one we'll cover is Southern Iowa Speedway opening night last week, Wednesday. The rain wasn't going to deter the Southern Iowa Speedway from getting the races in. There was a rain delay of about 30 minutes. Let's first get the results of the non-wing sprint cars. Jonathan Hughes picked up the winning car 67, second Kelly Graham in 25, third Ben Woods 11B, fourth Doug Sylvester, the 12th, fifth Lance Silvers in the 7X, sixth Robert Bell in 71, and seventh was the 94X of AJ Johnson. Up next will be your Sport Compacts. They had 16 cars entered on the night. Billy Kane picked up the win. Clayton Webster was second. James Herring was third. Fourth, Kyle Moody. Fifth, Kobe Saban. Sixth, Louis Winkleman. Seventh, Brendan Allison. Eighth, to Tyler Herring. Ninth, to Trent Orwig. 10th, Dustin Sowers. David Kimmel was 11th. 12th, Kyle Radum. Bob Hayes was 13th. 14th, Brandon Pickney. Greg Franklin was 15th. And 16th, Eric Bennett. Then we go to the hobby stock feature, where Rick Van Gorp and the 1R picked up the win. Second was Dustin Griffiths and Ted G. Third, Aaron Martin in the 73. Fourth, Travis Bonnell, the 3X. Fifth, the T4, Tyler Graves. Keaton Gordon was sixth in the 77. Rick Goldsberry, 55X, was seventh. Eighth, Jamie Kent on 24K was eighth. Colton Kent in the 0 was ninth. 10th was Brad Stevens in 55, and 11th, Jaden Stevens in 67. Your Sport Mods had 13 showed up, picking up the win. The 1V of Curtis Vanderwall. Second was Logan Anderson, a.k.a. Herbie, in 53. Blaine Webster was third in the 7. McGuire DeYoung in the 30M was fourth. Tyler Heckert was fifth, the 42. Sixth, Braden Carter in the 01. Seventh was Colton Lizzie, the 29. Scott Brow was eighth in the 26th. Ninth, Stephen Bering, 55R. Brandon Allison in 14A was 10th. Brian Vanderwall was in 7D was 11th. Matt Beal was 12th in the 5 inch. Curtis Barnes in the B12 was 13th. Your stock car A main, 10 cars on the field. Your winner was Derek Agee, the 14th. Second, Dustin Griffiths, 10G. Third, Donnie Pearson, 19. Fourth, Howard Gordon Jr. in the 409. Fifth was Nathan Wood in the 52. Sixth, Kyle Boyd in the 99B. Clinton Goff in 96 was 7th. 8th was Jason McDaniel, 85. 9th, 95, J. Jason Hall. And 10th, Trenton Witt in the 33. Oski will be back in action tonight with the non-wing sprint cars, the sport compacts, hobby stocks, sport mods, and stock cars. Let's head over to the Marshalltown Speedway from Friday night. First of all, the mod lights are on the card, and there's 15 of those, where Josh May picked up the win. Second, Joel Huggins. Third, Randy Bryant. Fourth, Corey Sonner. Fifth, Dawson Gray. Sixth, Brent George. Seventh, Mike Kennedy. Douglas Byers was 8th. 9th, Rodney Brown. 10th, Blake Brown. Thomas Messner was 11th. Keaton Cochran was 12th. 13th, Mike Hagan. 14th, Joel Glick. And Jonathan veteran did not start. In your hobby stocks, 19 took the starting grid. Your winner was Keaton Reynolds at car 1. Second was Braden Richards in the 11R. Third, Jeremiah Andrews. It's 37G. Solomon Bennett, the 11B, was fourth. Kyle Petrick, the 17K, was fifth. Sixth was Dylan Nelson in the 13N. Seventh, Kurt Reed in the 4C. William Klosterman in the 11K was eighth. Jake Nelson in 29 was ninth. Tom Killen Jr. in the 1K was 10th. Matt Wall in the 20W was 11th. Darren DeVorte in the 47 was 12th. Kevin LeBeau in the 43 was 13th. Ben Newhouse in the 17X was 14th. 15th, Andy Peck in 17. 16th, Mitchell Thomas in 14T. Eric Knudsen in the 12K was 17th. 18th, Preston Marigold in 75M. And then Raymond Fees in the 47X was 19th. Your Sport Mods had 22 starters. Picking up the win was Travis Pearson in 25. Austin Schrage in 14X was second. Third was the K3 of Kyle Olson. Fourth was the T23 Tony Olson. Fifth was Thomas Egenberger in the 98. Jonathan Logue was sixth in the 69 junior. Seventh, Nick Runman in 28. Kurt Helmer was eighth in 22X. Brian Schrage was ninth in 14. Joe Lucci was in the 33J was 10th. Jeremiah Taylor, the 193, was 11th. Craig Carpenter, 93C, was 12th. Then 13th was 27, Michael Purcell. Eric Alexander in the 22A was 14th. Kaylin Lopez in the 16 was 15th. 16th, the 14A, Brendan Allerson. 17th, Jaden Witt in the 26J. Bill Hildreth was 18th in the 98X. Dennis Stewart in the 98S was 19th. 20th, Matt Engelberger in the 98 MB. Nick Leonard was 21st in the 55L, and 22nd was the 01 of Braden Carter. The stock cars had 19 strong. Picking up the win was Steve Meyer in the 94 car. Second, Dalton Murray in the 94 or 99X. Third was Sean Ritter in the 7SR. Tyler Prickett was fourth in the 5A. Fifth was Damon Murdy in the 99D. Sixth was Tyler Reisler in 22R. Austin Bozek in the 14B was seventh. David Archer in the 2 was eighth. Jeffrey Wallum in the 3W was ninth. 10th, Kenzie Ritter, the 121. 11th, Lita Roden in the 14C. Mitchell Evans was 12th in the 80. Russell Daming Jr. was in the 4 Junior was 13th. 14th, Mark Heidelbaugh in 64H. Kylie Rollins was 15th in 37th. William Russell was 16th, the 42R. 95J Jason Hall was 17th. Jeff Byers in the 16 was 18th, and Scott Rice in the 4 was 19th. In the modifieds, Had 13 cars. Was Dylan Thornton, your winner in the 38T. Second, Joel Rust in 26J. 80J was third with Jared Van East. 56 of Justin Corning was fourth. Fifth, Ronald Renson in 10K. Sixth, Thor Anderson, 41. 7-2Z, Zach Rawlings. Eighth was Brandon Shalinsky in the 7C. Brett Ramsey was ninth in 12. Rob Jennings in the 37 was 14th or 10th. 11th, Gatton Latham in 5G. 12th was Stephen Glenn in 26S. And Steve Palmer was 13th in the 6P. And then joining the card was the Carl Chevrolet Dirt Trucks. 9 of them showed up. Your winner was Bill Davis Jr., 23. Second, Brian Spangler at 17. Third was Rick Clark in the 7X. Fourth, Dennis Plain in the 57. Sean Mapes was fifth in the 79. Sixth was Luke Richardson in the 40. Dale Ineos was seventh in the C2. Eighth, Justin Schroeder in the 16. And ninth, Jeff Johnson in the 9. Tomorrow night, instead of being Friday night, will be the Darrell DeFrance Memorial Race. On the card, mod lights, hobby stocks, stock cars, sport mods, modifieds, and the late models. And of course, the racing will be on Flow, but instead of Friday night, it's tomorrow night.
Hi, I'm Lacey from the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. Want to learn how to help us out? Well, you can go to winaz51corvette.com and make a donation of $25 or more, and you can help us out. And you could have a chance to win a 2021 Z51 Corvette. And that's not just any Corvette. It is an Elkhart Lake Blue Metallic. It's a beautiful, beautiful car, brand new, and it could be yours just by making a $25 donation or more. Again, that website is winaz51corvette.com. The drawing is August 14th, Saturday night of the Knoxville Nationals. And you could be getting a call from one of us here at the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum telling you just won a brand new Z51 Metallic Lake Blue Corvette. That address again is winaz51corvette.com.
Now results from the CJ Speedway. First of all, in the hobby stocks, Jake Benishak Car 3 picked up the win. Second, was Rick Van Dusseldorp. Third, Aaron Martin. Fourth, Daniel Walters. Fifth, John Irwin. Sixth, Jaron Miller. Seventh, Seth Dickey. Eighth, Jaded Stevens. Ninth, Cody Staley. 10th, Luke Phillips. Dan Kessler was 11th. 12th, Kurt Putman. Randy Lamar, 13th. 14th, Darren Smith. And 15th, Billy Stanford. In the modifieds, the Kurt Kyle won in the 77. Second, Jared Brown in 88. Third, Darren Stewart in 43. Fourth, Kyle Madden in the 32. Fifth, Dalton Simonson in the 60. Dakota Simons was 6th in the 40. 7th, Brandon Banks in 22. 8th, Barry Dugan in the 21B. Brian Bushlong was 9th in the 85. 10th was the 20 of Danny Brow. Dan Brockert in the 30 was 11th. Trevor Owens in 54 was 12th and 13th. Shane Richardson in the IB25. In the sport mod, your winner was Shane Paris in 17C. Todd Hanson in the 9H was second. Third was Herbie Anderson in 53. Levi Lehman in the 17L was fourth. Trey Rock in the 17 was fifth. Tyler Hecker in 42 was sixth. Colton Lizzie in 29 was seventh. Dustin Schroeder in the 71J was eighth. Ninth was Blaine Repster in the 7. Travis Philpott in the 11B was 10th. Travis Thibodeau in 13 was 11th. 12th to 96, Matthew Lundry. Michael Bear in the 157 was 13th. Kyle Sturtz in 27 was 14th. Shane Wright in the car 9 was 15th. Brandon Schultheis in the 29B was 16th. 17th, James Rose in the 88R. Joel Payne in the 16 was 18th. 19th, Richard Hollibert in the 14. In the Sport Compacts, Jake Benishak was your winner. In car 3, Christian Grady, was second in the 89. Third, Cody Van Duzen in the 53. Fourth, Shane Barnes in 26X. The 69JX of William Michael was fifth. Tim Long in 86 was sixth. Seventh, Brock Whitman was in the 68. Was Matt Spees in 23M was in 8th. Bob Hayes, car 0, was 9th. Dakota Heath in the 27H was 10th. Haley Bolte in the H7 was 11th. Tyler Herring in the 5H was 12th. Cody Staley in 55 was 13th. 14th was Alex Hayes in 23H. Dylan Welch in 66 was 15th, and Ashley Ruman in the 4R was 16th. In the stock cars, the winner was 79S Jason C. Second, David Brandes in 71. John Hempstead at 34 was third. Fourth, Johnny Spawn in 00. Scott Jordan was fifth in 99. Tad Payne in 44 was sixth. Kenny O'Donnell in car 56 was seventh. Eighth, Rob Stats in the 08S. Matt Pickday in 29 was in ninth. 10th, Brandon Setzler in 77X. Chase Zarba, 27Z, was 11th. Tom Cannon was 12th in 32. The 75 ounce or 75ZO in 13th was Austin Kemper. Kirk Kensley in 21M was 14th. 15th, Mike Hempstead in the R34. Damian Hammond in 2 was 16th. 17th, Adam Bell in 23B. Sean O'Brien was 18th in the 83, and 19th was Tanya Stevens in the 3T. Coming up Friday night, your normal classes of the Sport Compacts, Hobby Stock, Stock Cars, Sport Mods, and Modifieds. Now 34 Raceway results. For the 305 sprints, picking up the win was Wyatt Wilkerson, 29 Ws. Second, the 51J was Colton Fisher. Third, Nick Guernsey in the 7B. Fourth, Devin Rouse in the 16. Fifth was Daniel Burnquist in 9. Noah Samuel was 6 in 41. Cody Worley was 7th in 27. Dugan T was 8th in the 78. The Dirt Racing Podcast driver Travis Pence in the 01 was 9th. Kurt Mueller in the 83 was 10th. 11th, Aaron Fernch in the 51. And Dan Kettler in the 29K was 12th. In the Modifieds, Ethan Berkema in the 111 was your winner. Second was Bill Roberts Jr. in the 5R. Third, Mitchell Morris in the 70. Fourth was Kyle Madden in the 32 XP. 5th was the 127 of Drew Jensen. 6th, Jason Pesci in 17P. 7th, Dennis Levine in the 71. Chad Gilbertson in the 409 was an 8th. 9th, Clayton Williams, Creston Williams in the 43. 10th, Austin Howes, 17A. 11th, Jordan Fuller in 33. Adam Silliman in the 3S was 12th. Jeff Wireman in the 71. W was 13th. 14th, Dalton Simons in the 60. Matt Warner in the 93 was in 15th. Cody Bowman was 16th in the K1, and Alex Irish was in the 13th, was 17th. In your sport mods, your winner was Sean Wyatt in the 12S. Second, Shane Paris in the 17C. Third, the 89, Ronald Kibbe. Jordan Fuller in the 26J was 4th. Levi Lehman in the 17L was 5th. Jared Miller was in the 17M was 6th. AJ Turnier in the 14 AJ was 7th. 8th, Jason Miro in the 24M. 9th, Tom Lathrop in the 8. Nicholas Profesta in the 20 was 10th. James Rose in the 86R was 11th. Matt Tucker in the 00 was in 12th. Jared Boffman in the 80 was in 13th. Andrew Swales in the 13S was 14th. Derek Shawan in the 11M was 15th. Ryan Moore in the 24R was 16th. Mary Taft was 17th in the 57. Riley Turner in the 11R was 18th. And Austin Becerra in the 22 was 19th. In the stock cars, John Oliver Jr. was the winner in the 05. Jeremy Punt was in the 52J was second. Third, Brandy Seltzer in 77X. Fourth, Chad Kromeyer in the 12 was 4th. 5th, Ray Raker in the doubles in the 07. Peter Stodgel in the 82 was in 6th. Robert Thompson, the 3T was 7th. Mark Bowman Jr. in the 3B was in 8th. 9th, Howard Boffman in the 08. Sport Compacts. Your winner was Jason Ash in the 3J. Second, Robert Stearns in the 3R. David Prim in the 01 was third. Tim Scarenhorst in 63 was in fourth. Noah Kessler was in fifth in the 8K. Brock Whitman in the 68 was in sixth. Chris Costain was in the 106 was seventh. Jared Hill was eighth in the 18. Ninth, Bobby Douglas in 91. Kyle Hamilton, 77K, was 10th. Ashton Blaine in 24A was 11th. Larry Miller in 24M was 12th. Brandon Crawley in the 38 was in 13th. David Judge in the Judd in 44J was 14th. 15th, Rain Kimberly in 44. Dirt late models was Matt Ryan the winner in the 807. Mark Burkhardt in the 15R was second. Dustin Griffin in 20 was third. Jay Johnson was fourth in 93. Dennis Woodworth in the 45 DW was fifth. Brandon Racine in the 1R was sixth. Kevin Peters in the 105 was seventh. Chris Richard in the 15 RX was in eighth, and ninth Matt Stressheim in the 7B. So on the card for 34 for this weekend, your 305 sprints, modifieds, sport mods, stock cars, mini haulers, and sport compacts. Time for the Knoxville Raceway results from Saturday. We'll start with the pros sprints. In Heat Race 1, Tyler Barrick, car 11 was your winner. Second, Tyler Grindike in 17X was second. Third, Chase Young in 26. Fourth, Matthew Seltzer in 99. Fifth was the 21X of Devin Wignall. Sixth, Matt Allen in 17. Seventh, Jacelyn Jones in 43J. And 12th, Ryan Nevertall was 8th in the 12P and did not start, credited with 9th, the 0 Mike Mayberry. Heat race number 2. Your winner was the 3GJT of Joel Thorpe. Second, the 20 Brandon Warrington. Third, the 5A of Alex Vandervoort. Fourth, the 7C Devin Klein. Fifth, the 41 of Jeff Wilkie. Fifth, 21 Everett Epperson. Sixth, the B29 JJ Beaver. And eighth, the 44 of Scotty Johnson in the main. Your winner was Matthew Seltzer. Second was Brandon Warrington. Third, Tyler Grindike. Fourth, Devin Klein. Fifth, Chase Young. Sixth, Devin Wignall. Seventh, Jeff Wilkie. Eighth, Everett Epperson. Ninth, Matt Allen. 10th, Alex Vandervoort. Ryan Nevertall was 11th. 12th, Joel Thorpe. 13th, Jacelyn Jones. 14th, Scotty Johnson. 15th, JJ Beaver. 16th, Tyler Barrick. And 17th and did not start was Mike Mayberry. Your lap leaders: Seltzer was 1 through 6, Warrington 7 through 10, and 11 through 15th was Seltzer. Hard charger was Wignall. In your 360s, we'll take a look at qualifying first. Your quick time at a 16:4:11 was Kobe Watt in the 1K. Second, Christopher Thram in 24T. Third, the 9 of Ryan Giles. Fourth, the 24N of Nathan Mills. Fifth, the 53 Joe Beaver. Sixth, 23K Rob Kubley. Seventh, the 70 Calvin Landis. Eighth, the 21 of Gunnar Ramey. Ninth, the 40 Clint Gardner. 10th, the 35 of Josh Shigday. 11th was the 9 Emma Ricky Montgomery. 12th, the 4W Jamie Ball. 13th, 22 Caleb Johnson. 14th, the 2M Matt Morrow. 15th, the 22 Ryan Levitt. 16th, the 5M McCollum Moyle. 17th, the 53D Jack Dover. 18th, the 22X of Riley Goodnow. 19th, the 99 of Tony Ross. 20th was the 82 Jason Martin. 21st, the 14J of Mike Johnson. 22nd was the 1A of John Anderson. 23rd, the 57B of Boyd Pearson. And 24th in time trials was DQ'd the 11B Ben Woods on a tire. So your heat race went like this. Heat race 1, Caleb Johnson the winner. Second, Josh Shigday. Third was Calvin Landis. Fourth, Kobe Watt. Fifth, Nathan Mills. Sixth, Tony Ross. Seventh, Colin Moyle. And eighth, John Anderson. Heat race number 2. The winner was Matt Morrill. Second, Jack Dover. Third, Gunnar Ramey. Fourth, Ricky Montgomery. Fifth, Jason Martin. Sixth, Joe Beaver. Seventh, Christopher Thram. And eighth, Boyd Pearson. Heat race number 3. Your winner was Clint Gardner. Second, Ryan Giles. Third, Riley Goodnow. Fourth was Jamie Ball. Fifth, Rob Kubley. Sixth, Mike Johnson. Seventh, Ben Woods. And eighth, to Ryan Levitt. In the feature, Your winner was Clint Gardner. Second, Ryan Giles. Third, Nathan Mills. Fourth, Kobe Watt. Fifth, Josh Hignay. Sixth, Joe Beaver. Seventh, Jamie Ball. Eighth, Caleb Johnson. Ninth, Calvin Landis. 10th, Gunnar Ramey. 11th, Matt Morrill. 12th, Jack Dover. 13th, Ricky Montgomery. 14th, Christopher Thram. 15th was Jason Martin. 16th, Riley Goodnow. 17th, Rob Kubley. 18th, Tony Ross. 19th, Colin Moyle. 20th, Mike Johnson. 21st, Ben Woods. 22nd, John Anderson. 23rd, Boyd Peterson. And 24th, and did not start, Ryan Levitt. Clayton Gardner led 1 through 18th. The hard charger was Ball. In the 410s, a little drama happened in hot laps before the time trials, as there was 21 cars signed in. Austin McCarl popped the motor and was putting a backup one in, which was brother Carson McCarl's motor. Then Carson in time trials popped the motor, so Carson had to run, because he was running for points where Austin wasn't, ran the rest of the night in the 17A car with the 27 wings. So that was how that drama went. But in time trials, quick time was a 56N Davey Heskin at 15.647. Second, it was AJ Moeller, the Dirt Racing Podcast driver, in car 20. Third, the 1 Emma Don Dowd. Fourth, the 7 Justin Henderson. Fifth, the 24 T-Mac Terry McCarl. Sixth, 49 of Josh Steierman. Sixth, the 2KS of Matt Jewell. 7th, 8 Tasker Phillips. 9th, the 3P Sawyer Phillips. 10th, the 83 Linton Jeffrey. 11th, 44 Chris Martin. 12th, the 35 Skylar Prohaska. I screwed that up. Back to 11th was Chris Martin, 44. 12th, the 35 Skylar Prohaska. 13th, the 5 Presley Trutzen. 14th, the 83A Austin Miller. 15th, the 15 Dirt Racing Podcast driver Bobby Meitzer. 16th, 35 L Cody Ledger. 17th was the 27 Carson McCarl. 18th to 22 Riley Goodnow. 19th to 20 the 56 of Joe Simbro. 20th to 19 Bob Weep. And 21st and was scratched for the night was the 17A Austin McCarl. In the heat races, heat race 1, Linton Jeffrey won. Second was Justin Henderson. Third, Cody Ledger. Fourth, Matt Jewell. Fifth, Davey Heskin. Sixth, Presley Trutzen. Seventh was Joe Simbro. In heat race 2, your winner was Carson McCarl. Second, Chris Martin. Third, Tasker Phillips. Fourth, AJ Moeller. Fifth, Terry McCarl. Sixth, Austin Miller. Seventh, Bob Weave. Heat race number 3, Riley Goodnow won. Second was Sawyer Phillips. Third, Don Dowd. Fourth, Bobby Meitzer. Fifth, Skylar Prohaska. Sixth, Josh Steierman. It did not start, and 7th was Austin McCarl. So your A main. Your winner was Linton Jeffrey. Second, Justin Henderson. Third, Sawyer Phillips. Fourth, Davey Heskin. Fifth, Terry McCarl. Sixth, Matt Jewell. Seventh, Riley Goodnow. Eighth, Chris Martin. 9th, Josh Steierman. 10th, Cody Ledger. 11th, Carson McCarl. 12th, Skylar Prohaska. 13th, Bobby Meitzer. 14th, Presley Trutzen. 15th, Austin Miller. 16th, Bob Weave. 17th, Joe Simbro. 18th was Don Dowd. 19th, Tasker Phillips. 20th, AJ Moeller. And 21st and did not start was Austin McCarl. Leaders 1 through 2 was Sawyer Phillips. Jeffrey led 3 through 20. And Goodnow was the hard charger. This Saturday night is Busch Light night with all 3 drivers with $1 Busch Light. The first of 3 times we'll be having it. Thanks for listening to another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. We'll see you next time or at the track.
Ladies and gentlemen, once the visor adjusts the 5-point harness. because, ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime!
You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast with Marshall Haynes.